gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and...
So what made OPPO go this crazy with the Find X9 Ultra? The second I saw the camera setup, I knew OPPO wasn't playing safe this year. A 200-megapixel main camera, a 200-megapixel telephoto, an upgraded ultra-wide, and yes, a real native 10x telephoto lens. Even the tiny multispectral sensor got improved. And when you look at the whole setup together, it honestly feels wild. Most phones upgrade one lens and call it a day. Big thanks to my tech partner over in China for providing this footage. I really appreciate the support in making this video happen. Hey everyone, Stella here from techiestreet. If you're into staying updated with the newest gadgets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our latest tech content. But the Find X9 Ultra looks like OPPO upgraded everything at once. This doesn't feel like a normal refresh anymore, it feels like a statement. Now, before we go deeper, let's be real for a second. Every time someone talks about camera phones, there's always that comment, "Who cares? I only use my phone to scan QR codes." And honestly, fair enough. If cameras don't matter to you, there are tons of great phones out there. But if you clicked on this video, image quality probably matters at least a little. For me, a great camera phone comes down to two things. First, the upgrade should be obvious the moment you start shooting. Second, there shouldn't be hidden compromises where one camera improves but the other gets worse. And that's exactly why the Find X9 Ultra stands out. The most exciting part? Easily the native 10x telephoto lens. Now, yes, 10x zoom on phones already exists. OPPO and other brands have tried it before, but most of those systems fell apart once lighting got difficult. Small sensors, weak detail, poor light capture. You could zoom far, but the shots often looked soft. This time feels different. OPPO didn't just stretch the zoom range, they upgraded the entire system. Bigger leap, not a small tweak. So how good is it really? Of course, a phone still can't fully match an external teleconverter when it comes to that heavy background blur. But here's the big advantage. You don't need extra gear anymore. Just open the camera and shoot. And honestly, the results are impressive. In real-world use, it performs way beyond what most built-in telephoto lenses can do. Sure, in extreme cases, you can still notice some processing, but next to phones without a native 10x lens, the difference is obvious instantly. Even at 20x zoom, the images stay surprisingly clean and usable. And that's the real breakthrough here. OPPO basically brought a teleconverter-style experience directly into the phone. Plus, the compression effect from a true super telephoto lens still looks way more natural than simple digital cropping. What's even more interesting is how useful this becomes in daily life. You're standing in a queue trying to read a distant sign. Just zoom in instantly instead of walking over. But here's the craziest part. Despite having a massive 10x system, the camera module doesn't even look ridiculously huge. Normally, a 230mm equivalent telephoto setup takes serious space, but OPPO used a new non-reflective periscope structure that bends light more efficiently inside the module, shrinking the system dramatically. They also reduced glare and ghosting using nano-level coatings and an adjustable air aperture. So the real story here isn't just that OPPO added a 10x lens, it's how they balanced everything: power, image quality, and compact design without ruining the rest of the phone. And honestly, that's what makes the Find X9 Ultra feel genuinely different this year. Now, you might be thinking, I'm probably never using 10x zoom that much. And honestly, that's totally fine. Because even if you ignore that lens completely, the Find X9 Ultra still has one of the strongest camera systems on any flagship right now, especially the main camera and the 3x telephoto, both now using 200-megapixel sensors. But here's the part most people are missing. That 3x telephoto uses the biggest sensor in its class, and you can actually feel the difference. At 3x, shots look cleaner, sharper, and way more stable, even in video. Push it to 6x, and in many cases, it even beats the previous Find X8 Ultra. What's crazy is that the 6x quality is getting dangerously close to main camera territory. Sure, it's not a 1-inch sensor this time, but OPPO compensated with higher resolution, newer manufacturing, and a wider aperture. Translation, better light capture, and surprisingly strong image quality. Honestly, in some situations, it even looks better than the X8 Ultra's main camera. Now, I already know what some people are going to say. Cool, but who actually needs 200 megapixels every day? And to be fair, that used to be true. High-res mode sounded great on paper, but switching into them manually was annoying and impractical. This time feels different. The Find X9 Ultra is clearly designed around real-world use. Hasselblad Ultra Light Mode can shoot 50 megapixel photos across multiple zoom levels, from ultra-wide all the way to 10x. It even supports 4K ultralight live shooting. And even in normal mode, using classic focal lengths like 35mm or 85mm still gives you 25 megapixel images. But the biggest improvement? Speed. Shooting full 200 megapixel photos on the 1x and 3x lenses is now noticeably faster than before. That suddenly makes it useful for travel shots and portraits. And when lighting is good, the image quality is honestly ridiculous. You can zoom way in and still see tiny textures clearly. At this point, I started wondering if OPPO sacrificed something else to make this all happen. Surprisingly, they didn't. The ultra-wide camera actually got a larger sensor this year. The selfie camera jumps from 32 megapixels to 50 megapixels and now supports ultralight shooting too. Even the flash system got upgraded into a dual flash setup that adjusts depending on the focal length during night portraits. But the most underrated upgrade might be the one almost nobody talks about: the second-gen single-lens color sensor. On paper, it moved from a 90nm process to a 40nm process, boosting performance while using less power. But in real life, that means it can run continuously in the background for real-time color processing in video and even 4K live photos. And thanks to bigger pixels, wider dynamic range, and more sampling channels, color accuracy is noticeably better too. You may not spot it immediately, but in warm lighting or scenes filled with strong colors, the difference becomes obvious. Now, of course, the Find X9 Ultra isn't just about hardware power. OPPO pushed hard on creative tools too. For video, you get 10-bit 8K 30 FPS log, and even 10-bit 4K 120 FPS log. But honestly, the smartest part is the workflow. You can now import custom 3D LUTs directly into the phone, preview them live while shooting, and even bake them straight into the footage. No computer, no extra editing later. That makes shooting in log way more practical. Even casual users can just download LUTs online, load them in, and instantly experiment with cinematic looks. And if that sounds complicated, you can simply turn log off and shoot normally. The Pro Video mode also includes Hasselblad color tuning, giving footage a cleaner, more cinematic feel. Switch to 2.39:1 aspect ratio, and suddenly your videos look straight out of a movie. Photography gets upgrades too. There are new film-style modes for portraits, night shots, and street photography. They already look good by default, but the real magic happens in master mode. Because this isn't just a basic filter slapped on top. It processes color and tone directly from raw data, which is why the final shots feel much closer to real film. Think of it like having a mini color grading studio built into your phone. And the best part? You can fully tweak the look yourself. Softness, tones, saturation, until it matches exactly what you want. Put simply, even with the same film style, you can tweak the mood completely differently depending on the vibe you want. And OPPO made it even easier with one-tap preset sharing and preset imports from other users. And honestly, this changes a lot. Before, when you saw someone take an incredible photo, all you could do was admire their skill. Now, you can literally download their preset, load it onto your phone, and try the same look instantly. For example, when I was in Hong Kong, I used a Ricoh-style preset from Xiaomi during the day, then switched to my own Fuji-style preset at night. And surprisingly, my success rate with photos went way up. The best part is how effortless it feels. You shoot, upload straight to WeChat Moments, and you're done. No extra editing, no color grading later. It's perfect if you want great-looking shots without spending hours tweaking them. Now, there is one small issue. Right now, you still can't rearrange your film presets, so if you import too many, switching between them gets messy fast. Helpfully, OPPO fixes that later. Anyway, that basically wraps up the camera side of this phone. And honestly, I think this is where a lot of brands still miss the point with Ultra phones. One amazing lens isn't enough anymore. A true Ultra needs the entire camera system to feel complete. Main camera, telephoto, ultra-wide, color science, everything working together. And this time, the Find X9 Ultra finally feels like that complete package. Now let's talk about the design, because this phone definitely stands out. The back is inspired by the Hasselblad X2D Earth Explorer Edition, mixing vegan leather with metal. The camera layout is perfectly symmetrical. The sides use Hasselblad's signature knurled texture, and there's even an orange gradient ring around the module. But the detail that really sells it? That bright orange shutter button. From a distance, this thing honestly looks more like a compact camera than a smartphone. And among all the Ultra flagships right now, it's easily one of the most recognizable designs. OPPO even launched a new Hasselblad camera kit alongside it. Besides the usual Bluetooth grip and shoulder strap, it also includes a 300mm teleconverter lens. Attach everything together, and the phone leans even harder into that camera experience. And the specs? Pretty much fully loaded. You get a 6.82-inch 2K display with a 1 to 144 Hz adaptive refresh rate and excellent low brightness quality. There are also eye comfort features like sleep mode, eye protection, dry eye reminders, and distance alerts. Performance is handled by the Snapdragon 8 Ultra Gen 5, and gaming feels smooth and stable. Battery life is another huge highlight. A massive 7,050 mAh battery, plus 100-watt wired and 50-watt wireless charging makes this feel extremely reliable day to day. And yes, all the flagship extras are here too. X9 linear motor, 3D ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, symmetrical dual speakers, plus IP66, IP68, and IP69 ratings. So this clearly isn't just a camera phone, it's a full flagship in every sense. It also recently got the new ColorOS 16 update, which improves everyday things like AI features, device connectivity, and performance management. We covered that separately, so check that out if you want more details. But honestly, here's the biggest takeaway from the Find X9 Ultra. The most impressive thing isn't just the insane camera hardware, it's the fact that OPPO is reducing the need for external gear altogether. In the past, your phone captured the base image and accessories took it further, but now, OPPO packed a native 10x super telephoto lens, a powerful 3x system, advanced color processing, and pro-level video tools directly into one device. And that points to something bigger. If smartphones keep absorbing features that once needed separate lenses, cameras, and editing workflows, we may still be nowhere near the real limit of mobile photography. As for pricing, the OPPO Find X9 Ultra starts at 7,499 yuan in China, around £814 in the UK, and about $1,100 in the US. Alright, that's it for this one. Catch you in the next video.